Hey guys, it's your main man. Actually, I'm bringing out some more Digimon World Data Squad. So in the last episode, we got ourselves a brand new team member in the form of Crier, or Keenan as I know him, and his partner Falcomon. He is a bird, also a ninja. He wants to attack the real world, but now protects humans with Crier. Yeah, so Falcomon has been added to our team. I believe we have 3 more members to join our squad. Yes, there are multiple members in this game, and you'll be finding about them later on. But firstly, let's talk about Digivolution. Basically, Digivolution is very simple. Basically, all you have to do is complete these requirements, and these requirements can range from dealing a certain amount of damage, using a certain ability, also defeating a certain Digimon, a certain type of Digimon, defeating a Mega Digimon, either fulfilling a Tamer Digimon relationship requirement, whether it be them hating you or whether it be liking you. But first off, we're going to the brand new area in with our mission. It's called the Mirage Museum, and I'll talk to you after this cutscene. So yeah.
A museum?
What's a museum doing here in the middle of the digital world?
Anything goes in this place.
This is Kagura. Missions will be conducted in groups of 4 from now on. Get in a formation of 3 during battle, and the 4th will be there for backup. If all 3 are eliminated during battle, the remaining backup member must retreat.
It won't be a problem unless a certain someone does something stupid.
What did you say? Calm down. You can switch between battle members from the menu command.
Got more help now!
Having reinforcements ready to go in battle is standard protocol.
So this is the Mirage Museum, and it's the first maze-like section in the game. It is very simple to get through. It involves using a lot of pressing switches to activate gates, and the game goes out of its way to make it very long and tedious, but it should be okay if you just follow this let's play and do all this stuff. So in terms of types of Digimon you'll be facing up against many ME and NSO type Digimon. ME Digimon like Gotsumon and Solamon, and block Digimon like Toy Agumon. I don't think I find one. And you'll also be finding a lot of NSO Digimon like Candlemon and Pumpmon. These Digimon are ranging in champion level and do little damage, so you should be able to deal with them relatively easily. Especially with powerhouses like Greymon on your team. For this specific part, I'm going to be interchanging. Well, actually, I'm going to be throughout the lesson. I'm going to be interchanging 2 spots, and that is Galmon and Falcomon, because I feel that they are very similar in the way that they play, but they're very similar in terms of the damage that they deal to opponents. So I don't feel that I'm missing out if I decide to not use Galgamon, but I will use Galmon later on in the boss battle so I can fulfill its requirements, so I can get it to Mirage Galgamon in the future. Falcomon also has a requirement of defeating Megas, in the form of, in order to digivolve to Ravemon, it needs to defeat 3 Megas. I'm going to be doing that much later on. Don't worry about Mega grinding. There is a place later on where you can find Mega type Digimon and you can defeat them with your Digimon multiple times. You can actually fight the bosses multiple times during the game. Much later on, I think it's like the last area in the game, you can start fighting specific Digimon. But right now, I'm going to be concentrating on Galmon because I feel like he's very useful in terms of what he can do.
By the way, Thomas, what do you think about that Belphemon we encountered? That was no ordinary Digimon. Its power was in a whole other class. It was...
Kagura, are you referring to a Mao-type Digimon?
Mao, what's that?
As you know, Digimon digivolve. There are 4 stages: in training, rookie, champion, and ultimate.
We're rookies.
But there are Digimon that don't fit into any of these categories.
Is that what a Mao Digimon is?
It's still just a theory, but in the dark area, it said that there exist Digimon that are far greater than any of them.
Wait a second, we defeated Belphemon.
It didn't seem like he was that amazingly strong.
What if the Mao Digimon wasn't quite complete?
No harm in being careful. Everyone, conduct your investigation with the utmost caution.
So Thomas talks about the different kind of levels of Digimon. There are in training, rookie, in training, no, it starts with baby, in training, rookie, champion, ultimate, and then mega. He talks about how Mao Digimon are in the class of their own, but in the whole kind of Digimon mythos, they aren't really much of a difference when it comes to how they digivolve. They're classed as Mega Digimon in the game, so they're not really classed as something different. There's another type of Digimon called Armored Digivolution, and this happened in season 2 of the season 2 of the anime, where Digimon could use different kind of armor pieces armored Digi-Eggs to digivolve into specific Digimon. Those are their own class. There's also another class that was shown off in Digimon Fusion. It's called when Digimon Digi-Fuse together. They don't count as a specific level of Digimon. They don't fit into that class. They fit into their own special class, because really Digifusion is a lot different from anything else, because it's really mostly about changing and adapting the style. Really, it's really just changing the base Digimon, like Shoutmon Cross. That's why you have Shoutmon Cross 1, Cross 2, Cross 3 and all that, because you're really just changing the Digimons. You're just giving it armor pieces. You're not really changing its whole look.
Now what did you do?
Hey, I didn't do anything! Look there! was Kagura, I'd be so worried I couldn't sleep at night.
Me too, boss. If Christy were to disappear...
The only way to save the missing children is to solve this case. Let's go.
So in that cutscene, we get a bit of a look on where we're going to be heading next. Right here is Mr. Yushima, and you can talk to him. He doesn't really do anything much. I'll talk about the Yushima side quest in a future video, so don't worry about that. So really, this puzzle is very tedious in the way that it's performed. It involves you going round and round in circles to try and unlock all these places, and it's quite annoying. I accidentally make a bit of a mistake here, and I accidentally pause the game at this point, so you don't get to see a lot of it. A lot of how I did it, but it's very basic. But right here, I recommend saving your game because the boss battle is coming up. So yeah, and in this case, I decided to switch into Gagumon to fulfill his requirement of defeating this new Mega Evolution Digimon and such. So yeah, I got to talk about a lot in this episode, and I'm actually kind of happy that I did. But I'll talk about the boss when we get to it.
Who dares invade my territory?
His Digimon signature. It's as strong as Belphamon's.
I am Barbamon, the Mao Digimon. I'll change your flesh and blood into junk data and throw you into the dark area.
Mao? A Mao-type Digimon? Mao or not, we'll take on whatever comes our way. I won't lose. Let's go, Agumon.
Alright, so we're going to go up against Barbamon. Its info is the Mao Digimon of greed that is in the form of an old man. It is highly intelligent and very crafty. Its rank is Mega. It is an NSO Digimon, level 25, 500 HP, 130 strength, 160 intelligence, 190 defense, 140 agility, and 90 luck. Its abilities are Greedy Want, which is its move that it will use all the time. This is Pandemonium Lost. This is probably the most dangerous of its attacks, because basically it traps an enemy in dark space. So that basically means that you cannot use whatever Digimon it hit. So just hope to God it does not hit Gagumon, especially if you want to fulfill its requirement to Digivolve. Just hope to God it doesn't hit. He uses this move twice on me. The second time it doesn't hit me, but the same rules apply to any other boss battle. He is weak to the VB enchant, so as soon as you use VB enchant, you will be able to do massive damage to Barbamon, and it's very useful in that match. In the case of whether you just want to defeat the boss and not care about fulfilling any requirement of Digivolution, you will want to use Greymon. Using those DR Drive. By now you should know DR Drive. DR Drive is a move that Greymon can learn which boosts its attack twofold, and you can do some massive damage with Greymon at this point and do a lot of damage. So I recommend doing that. Also use attack up, all that kind of stuff. Also at this point Greymon should have the support ability VB Enchant, so you no longer need to use that item. So yeah, you should be okay in terms of that. The boss battle runs a bit long here because I'm trying to make sure Galgamon gets the last hit on the thing, but I get too overly cautious. The only other move that he will actually use is Greedy Wand. Later on he'll know Dark Inferno, Death Law, but you don't need to worry about that right now because the only move he uses is Pandemonium Lost and Greedy Wand. Both moves don't do too much damage and you should be able to heal them up very easily. In the case that you lose one Digimon, make sure it's not one of your Digimon that you care about. In this case, he got rid of Sunfloromon, which isn't that much of a problem. I really just Sunfloromon in my case doesn't do a lot of damage in this battle, so, and is only really there for support and using an extra turn to heal up. So in this case I didn't really mind losing it. I don't believe he can take two Digimon out. I don't know, I've never seen it. But if in the case that you can, you're kind of fucked, because once that Digimon is gone, I don't think it can come back. That's just my experience, because Sunfloromon doesn't come back throughout this entire battle, and it's like, what the hell? But is that the littlest sliver of health? This is why I don't like bosses, and this is why it kind of like pisses me off when stuff like that happens. They're on the sliver of health and the Digimon can't do that much damage. So the Digimon doesn't even do... So Galgamon is kind of weak when it comes to that. Anyway, we're nearly done with the boss battle. It's very simple. Just use VB Enchant and you should be able to do a ton of damage to this Balmon. You should not be too worried about one of your Digimon dying or getting caught in the dark void of space with that Pandemonium Lost move. So yeah, we're nearly done. I have neglected to talk about the story of this show, of this game, but I will in the future. Trust me, I will address the story. But we're done, and I'm done for this part. Sorry that if the next cutscene is a bit laggy. I don't know why it did that, but I'm sorry about that. I apologize ahead. But I'm done, so I'll see you guys later for some more Digimon Data Squad. Peace.
No, how could I? The soul strives to defeat the weakness that is desire in order to become stronger?
Another child! You alright?
She's about the same age as Christy. Huh?
I want to sign her clothes. I want to sign her bags. I want jewelry. I want a cool boyfriend that will buy me anything.
Another one talking in their sleep about something very self-centered.
Where are my clothes? My bags? My jewels?
Calm down. You were dreaming.
That's a lie! What did you do with my money, old lady? What?
Huh?
See? It's not a dream! Look, my cool boyfriend is standing right there! In this world, I can do anything I want!
Hey, that's...
The last thing I want to see is the face of some Cro-Magnon like you! Go away! Shoot!
This is the worst.
Sir. Those flashy eyes, that furrowed brow. You know something, Yoshino? You are ugly when you're angry.
Quiet, you thieving investigator! Why are you always in my way?
I'm the one that should be offended. You're the ones that are getting in the way of my work. This is the digital world. Real world law doesn't apply here. Hey, Theomon, give that code key back!
Ha! You can kiss my butt!
Why you? You better cough it up if you know what's good for you. Hey, PI guy, what are you trying to do? The actions of a great investigator are always veiled in mystery. That's not an answer. Well, I'd like to stay in chat, but I've got things to do. Have a nice day. Wait! This is Kagura. What is your current status?
We've deleted the Mao Digimon and have rescued the child. But that private investigator has taken the code key.
We better think of the child's safety first. We're headed your way for evac, so stay where you are.
Monster girl.
Yuma is a monster girl who can talk to monsters!
No, I'm not. Ah! The monster girl's mad!
Yuma, are you getting bullied because of me?
No, Renamon, it's not your fault! Renamon, you're not a monster, you're my friend! Yuma had a Digimon for a friend?
That's why she was called a monster girl.
I guess children that don't know about Digimon would consider them monsters.
How awful.
Yuma and I lost our parents a few years ago. Yuma was still young and was sent to live with relatives. I went to study abroad. I think I should have caught on about the Digimon. About that visual you found during your last mission. I've recreated it based on the Digivice data. It's an SOS message. That's what I think anyway. We need to find out who sent it and from where.
I have a feeling it might be Yuma's Digimon.
I see! In order to save Yuma!
Based on our scans, we were able to determine the approximate coordinates of the location of the visual. This is a nest for dragon-type Digimon. It's probably pretty dangerous there.
Let's go save Yuma!
Thanks, everyone.